All right, everyone, we should be live. Let's make sure that's actually the case over on Rumble. Of course, 168 people waiting, so I'm assuming that it's going to work. But give me a moment because sometimes the live stream doesn't actually go live. Really hoping that it does, though. Come on, process, load. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. And it doesn't seem to be live yet. There is a delay, so that takes effect. Cam 2425 IA. Let's see. Morning, Clankdom. I like Warren Buffett's 3% amendment proposal. That's something he said like a decade ago, says Cam. Quagmire, still a good idea. It probably is a good idea. Unfortunately, I don't know that we're live on Rumble. And that's a big problem because a lot of people watch over there. By the way, if I sound a little bit tired, I am actually. Yeah, my wakey time was a little bit early today. I'm doing the best that I bloody can. We'll be talking about polls today, specifically the 2024 general election polls. Trump v. Biden v. Kennedy v. West v. Stein. Because Trump has taken a commanding lead in those, even more than in just the one-on-one election polls. In fact, he's almost 5 points ahead, actually, right now, in the polling that actually reflects the political reality. So that's pretty good for a general election. It's also uncommon. Biden's political position is rapidly deteriorating as critical news conference looms. This is analysis by CNN, by the way. So the legacy media trying to throw him under the bus. We've got raw milk. I've never tried it. I would like to try it. But some people get salmonella from it. And so they're acting as though this is a unique thing. Yeah, you can't get it from salad greens or fish or anything like that. Anything that's sold in the store. Judge says Maddow and other MSNBC hosts made verifiably false statements about doctor suing for defamation. I think he's, what's he suing for? I think it was 30 million or something like that. And for some reason, this is archived twice. I don't need two archives, though. Bird flu, we'll be talking about that. And also frog saunas. Yes, indeed. Tiny saunas help frogs fight off chytrid fungus, a warm space that raises body temperature, could help some amphibians beat deadly infections. Till they evolve, of course. Then it becomes a problem. So I am live on Rumble. Okay, let me... Just a sec. Let me figure this out. Okay, yes, we are live on Rumble. Now I've got to pause myself. I don't want to hear myself speak. I have to talk for a living. I would much rather listen to other people speak, actually, in my off time. Andrew Rook sent $1.99, no comment. Thank you very much. And E. Lombard sent $9.99. Again, no comment. You know, you can actually comment and say whatever you want if you're going to pay me. It's perfectly fine. We love the Hex and Hammers in Lincolntown, North Carolina, says Justelis. Yes, I know that you do. I'd love to stop by sometime, but you've got to give me like stew and dumplings or something like that. Yeah. I've been thinking of food all fucking day, by the way. I'm a little bit on the hungry side at the moment. I'm going to have focaccia later. And I've got a steak marinating in the fridge. Yes, it will be cooked medium rare. It's a ribeye, of course. I'm looking forward to dinner tonight because Liz is out right now, of course, with the child. And going to get some tater tots or something like that. And I've got a nice side salad because I always like to eat some vegetables. I am not the quartering. Yeah. I share his love of steak and tater tots and things of that nature. But at the same time, I do like to have a little bit of a salad on the side or something like that. So I think I've still got some of that ranch dressing. Maybe I'll just use that, actually. I mean, it's easier. I don't have to mix anything up myself. Although I do make a wild vinaigrette. I think that all of you would enjoy it. The secret is caraway. It's also the secret to making a good Greek pasta. Just add a little bit of caraway. Just one capful of seeds is all you need in your vinaigrette. Trust me. This might turn into a rant where I don't even talk so much about the news, actually. Cam2425IA, I say what I want. Cartman. Yeah, I feel the same way. The whole world can fuck itself, basically. I have my own opinions. I'm going to shout them loud and proud. I don't care what other people think about them. It makes no difference to me. The secret is you make it, LMAO. Yes, no. To twiggy little shit out there. There are various vinaigrettes that you can make, but the thing is, if you add just a dash of caraway seed to it, it just improves it so massively for some reason. I don't even 100% know why. I just fucking love caraway. You put it in bread, you put it in a vinaigrette, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, this is probably going to be more of a rant video than a news video because I'm just in one of those moods, you know, and also there's like 10,000 flies around me. I don't even know 100% why. There's no trash around or anything like that. I don't know what they're fucking trying to eat. I guess they're trying to eat me. Goodness. A little bit of cannibalism. Let's see. Yeah, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. These days, it's become fuck you, do what they tell you, unfortunately. The punk era is unfortunately over. Iceni2103. Sticks, had half my ammo order from MTPU stolen in transit. Bearded Grizzly was great, responded quick, sent replacements, and took the flight to UPS and insurance. 10 out of 10, will buy again. Very glad to work with such a vendor, by the way. Yes, MTPU is excellent. Amber's only, oh boy, how's the garden? Well, you'll be getting an update on that in probably a week or thereabouts. I'll be going back to the United States for a while. Team Zeppelin 2. I hope it's not the Graph Zeppelin. Finally catching you live. My wife grew great garlic this year in your honor. Garlic is easy to grow and it's delicious. You know, you can put it in everything, especially garlic bread. Yes, I'm going to be making some of that. Trust me. Oh, it's going to be great. So yeah, congrats on that. If you want to send me pics, by the way, on Twitter DM or something like that, I would love to see your garlic. I've got a huge bed. It's about a 3x4 or thereabouts. It's just packed full of garlic. It's gonna be a lot of it. Like you know, and every vampire in the world will be destroyed. Lol adds all to the flavor, says Cam2425. Yeah. Beelzebub poking around. I don't know exactly what you mean, but we'll try to get into some news in a minute. Ulfric Stormcloak. Oh, Stormcock, I get the reference. Howdy and good morning, Sticks. It's 6:04 a.m. here, and I'm cleaning my porch for a pool party tomorrow. I'm grilling steak fajitas. That sounds delicious. I've got a ribeye for myself, and there will probably be tater tots or curly fries or something like that. And then a little side salad because, again, I do like to eat my vegetables. I've got plenty of them growing in the backyard in Rutland. The bonus holes. I don't remember if I told you about the band Richelieu before at some point or not. No, I don't believe you did. But I strongly recommend you listen to their album Eidolon, as well as their others, but that one in particular, Richelieu. Let me look that up. You generally have really good music recommendations, so I'll keep that off to the side. Yeah. But anyway, let's talk about some polling before we go any further. We've got a slurry of new polls, post-debate, of course. We have Trump +3 from Economist, Trump +4 from Emerson. From the Wall Street Journal, we have Trump +6. And then finally from New York Times, Siena, +5. Oh, CBS +5 as well. This is the five-way polling. So this is Donald Trump v. Joe Biden v. RFK Jr. v. Jill Stein v. Cornel West. This is the political reality. Donald Trump is well ahead in general polling, but he's even further ahead when you look at the political reality. And this is something that I predicted. And a lot of people thought that I was crazy when I said it. I said RFK Jr. is going to take more votes from Biden than from Donald Trump. It's not going to be a huge difference, but it will be a measurable difference. And people thought that I was fucking insane for saying so. Now there's another fly here. Let's see if we can nail it. Oh, no, not quite. But I said that Donald Trump actually fares better in such a race. You got to understand, Jill Stein is a Green Party member. She's a leftoid. She's like a Bernie Sanders, basically, only with tits. Cornel West is sort of the leftist for intellectuals, so to speak. He's the verbose intellectual version of leftoid, whereas Jill Stein's more on the activistic side. RFK Jr. is a former Democrat, sort of like a Tulsi Gabbard, only without the credulity, and it has mounted an independent campaign. What I said is that this benefits Donald Trump. The political reality is that this will shrink towards the election date. That is, that some people that are going to vote, that would vote for Jill Stein, Cornel West, etc., once they're in the ballot box, they'll say, well, yeah, but I really hate Orange Man, and I'm not comfortable with casting my vote for someone who clearly can't win, so I'm just going to vote for Joe Biden. That will happen. It'll be somewhere between the number we see here, which is a plus 4.9 for Donald Trump. This is in the national vote, almost a plus 5. It'll be somewhere between that and the roughly plus 2.9 that he has in the 1-to-1 matchup. It'll be somewhere between the two. That gives him the election. It won't even be close. I'm here to predict that Donald Trump will be reelected unless some act of God happens. Joe Biden has alluded to this multiple times. Again, we have 5 post-debate polls here. None of them are good for Joe Biden. Not even close. Let's go to the general polling when we just have a one-on-one. Let's see where that lays. Because actually, sometimes you have a rolling update here, so you have to look at it multiple times per day. Oh, yeah, Joe Biden's job approval. That's really up there, by the way. I don't know if we have any new one-on-one polling actually from the day. No, we only have 2. We have +6 and +6 for Donald Trump. That's for the general election. Plus 3.6, actually. I was wrong. In the general election, Trump versus, oh, that's Harris. I'm looking at the wrong one. My apologies. Trump v. Biden. Yeah, I was wondering why it was so high. I'm like, and then I was like, oh, Kamala Harris. He's really going to lose to her. Plus 3.3. We've got Emerson, Morning Consult, Wall Street Journal, New York Times, Siena, CBS, and Reuters. We have a +3, a +2, 2 +6s, a +2, and then from Reuters we have a tie. So again, plus 3.3 for 1 versus 1 polling. When it's just Trump and Biden, when you don't count any of the third-party candidates. RFK Jr.'s independent run, Jill Stein, leftoid, Cornel West, leftoid. When you don't count any of that, Trump still comes out ahead. Yeah, I wonder why. Let's see. Yeah, but to Team Zeppelin, I want to see that fucking garlic. Tigers are my totem, $5. No comment. Thank you very much. Dunheim. Almost all right-leaning channels now support Putin and not Europe. Even the hospital bombing is now a conspiracy by NATO, they think. It's weird. Yeah, I don't support Putin at all. And I don't understand why you would. He's an authoritarian. That being said, you've got to have some nuance involved. Zelensky's also an authoritarian. Europe is run by authoritarians. It's the old world model. It's the same shit, different asshole. Well, same shit, different century, basically. The bonus holes. Listen to it all the way through. I will. I've got it off to the side. Richelieu, actually. Yeah, looks down my alley. I think I'll enjoy that. I like new music. Shit, I'll even listen to Taylor Swift sometimes. You know, Look What You Made Me Do. Yeah, that's a pretty good song. I don't know the actual title. That might be it, but I got this netting stuff. Looks like spider web, and put it over my blackberry bushes to keep birds off them. Works well. I like that netting. It actually does work really well. You can put it on blueberries as well. Although there are so many blackberries out back in Rutland, it's like, don't even bother guarding them from the birds. They're never going to be able to eat them all. There's like 10 trillion of them. Trust me, I can't wait to take some of those and freeze them into blocks, like literally in the freezer next to the biltong, and just juice them up, like stamp them out, put them in a bag, and then you put them in the freezer. You can do whatever you want. There are almost 3,000 people watching live cross-platform at the moment. Sinsim, people are attracted to power. It's visceral. Yeah, you've got to resist that urge. It's good to have money. It's good to promulgate yourself and your ideas and things like that. Political power, though, is literally the ring of goddamn Sauron. I would never seek it myself. Ain't no possibility of me seeking office in a serious manner. Not unless it was like local or something like that. Hey, do you think I want to go to DC? Holy shit. I'd rather die than go to DC. That must suck so bad, too. And then you have to get a congressional apartment or something like that, and you have to pay for it yourself. I mean, you do get a stipend from the voters, but then you're charging them for your shit. Who the hell would want to live in Washington, D.C.? Yeah, maniac. Somebody who's a psychopath, like a Kamala Harris or something like that. No, thank you. I think that I'll just stick to my gardening and stuff like that. Members only. I'm buying a blueberry bush next season. Oh, you should buy like 5 or 6 of them. Just make sure that you get some Epsom salts. That's always good for them. And make sure that when you actually prepare them, you prepare really, really well. Trench out the soil, put in a bunch of compost and shit like that. Do that before you plant them, because otherwise they'll get larger and they won't be producing as much. You sort of got to farm them, actually, with blueberries. With blackberries and raspberries, you just basically let them exist. We're not going to get any raspberries, I think, by the way, this year in Rutland. The raspberry bushes out there don't appear to have really blossomed out. But the blackberries, they were absolutely loaded. I mean, when I go back, I imagine I'm going to gather enough for 100 pies, probably. And I'm going to smear it all over myself, too. I had some blackberry actually on me earlier. Every time I go out to the store, there's a blackberry stand out there. It's by a little park, by the way. And I gather the berries for my daughter because I figure it's good for her to eat, wild berries and stuff like that. And they're up off the ground. So there's no dogs don't piss on them or anything like that. But it always stains my hands and it makes it look like I've been cutting myself or something like that. And I find that hilarious. Twig a little shit. The weird spring killed the raspberry buds. How sad. But the blackberries are McLovin' it. I mean, Jesus H. Christ. I've never seen so many blackberries in my entire life, actually. Not even an exaggeration. I've been in Rutland for a very long time. Some years you get a shit ton of raspberries. You don't really get any blackberries. Other years you get a shit ton of blackberries. You don't really get any raspberries. Also this year, I think the thimbleberries will do fairly well. Must have been a little bit too humid or something like that for the raspberries. Jamish, get some chickens. Oh, trust me, I want to have a clutch of chickens. I would love to have chickens. And a goat, by the way. There's a little petting zoo, actually, not far from here. It's got goats and cows and chickens and stuff like that. They've also got peacocks and kangaroos, actually. You can't pet those because, you don't want to get kicked in the face. But Jesus, is a shit ton of animals there. And they have fresh eggs, actually, for sale. I didn't know until the last time that we visited that they actually sold the eggs that were made on their little Kinder Borderei. And then I was kicking myself because I'm like, damn, I could have had fresh eggs this whole time. By the dozen. Lizard. Holy crap, the libertarian candidate is so bad, he's not even being polled. No, they never pull for them anyway, so that's par for the course, honestly. The engaged few, the European way of doing things that progressives want us to adopt here seems so profoundly regressive to me. Agreed. Now, I do not believe in the old world model. I have no problem with, like, for example, the Netherlands. It's a nice country. You should visit it. Amsterdam is great. Fucking Enschede is great. Friesland is great. The Dutch are a nice people, very cosmopolitan, but they're also very politically incorrect. So, leftoids need not apply, I suppose. But I don't believe in the model of the old world. It's also an anti-gun country. I have to carry my knife around with me all the time. What if somebody does whip out a gun? Somebody who's a criminal. Well, I'm not going to stand a chance. Maybe if I dance around like a fucking elf or something and manage to slash him or something. Christian Garbedian. I wonder if I can if they can hold the economy together till September, because I know for a fact the Fed will crash it if Trump wins. Yeah, made a video about that topic actually last week. I agree with you completely. Ellen Smithy, the schlongberries taste like schlongberries. I think you mean schnozberries, by the way. Gene Wilder, by the way, excellent in Willy Wonka. Andrew Rook, hey Sticks, wanted to let you know about this universal solution for your rifle scope, Versa Ring Shops. Thank you very much. That will come in handy. Can't wait, actually. BMW Guinness, if Dems want Biden to step down, they'll force AG Garland to release the audio tapes. Yeah, where Biden pervs on a 10-year-old or something like that. I wouldn't put it past him. Let's get to our sponsors really quickly. We're clearly not going to get to all of the news today, so I'm probably just going to focus on frog saunas and a few other things. We have cultivated-mind.com, where you can get mushroom pills. Speaking of, frog-related things, they like mushrooms too. They work for me, disclaimer, of course. Under U.S. law, I cannot tell you that this is medicinally active. For me, it appears to be medicinally active. I've used the mushroom pills every day when I'm there. They do give me a huge burst of energy, and it lasts about 8 to 10 hours. So I really do appreciate that. I mean, I got it for free, so, another disclaimer there. We've got pumpkinfirecrafts.us, where you can get keychains, belt chains, engraved spoons. They've got glassware now as well, and amulets, which are my favorite, of course. You can wear them. They've got the Ouroboros logo on them. And use code STICKS, I believe, for 10% off. BiltongUSA.com or AntonsUSA.com, the land of delicious meat. Yes, you should eat Anton's meat. It's a good idea. It's sweet and tasty. They've got kangaroo biltong available now, and I can't wait to actually get back to the States to try it because I'm probably missing out at the moment. Kangaroo is pretty good, just saying. Use code STICKS for free shipping. Also, tumblers, mugs, and shirts available there. We've got wickedneedleembroidery.bigcartel.com, the land of Sticks, Hex, and Hammer hats. Various designs available. Of course, you've got the offset Ouroboros, the central one with Sticks, Hex, and Hammer below it, and several colors available there as well. HeritageHeirloomSeedCompany.com, land of the seed survival bucket, which definitely will fill in your yard. So if you got an acre of land, you only need one of these. You can be promulgating basically everything. Lots of beans in there too, which is always good because, nitrogen. Also, the land of the Sticks, Hex, and Hammer soapbox, where you can get our soap, which is scented with cedar and clove, as well as cedar clove and blueberry. My apologies. And it smells delicious. Trust me. You can get that for your girlfriend. She'll smell good in bed or something like that. We've got websterswares.com/sticks-wares, where you can get blades. Yes, we have knives available with the Ouroboros logo. We got metal straws so that you can save some turtles, jackets, there's flags, there's Trump paraphernalia on their site as well, and also miscellany. Jamandbean.com, that is JAMN Bean.com, the land of Sticks, Hex, and Hammer endorsed coffee and tea. The teas are really great. The coffees are really great. Everything is delicious that they've created. I've tried it all, and it's amazing. The Costa Rica blend coffee, though, is definitely my favorite. So that is my personal endorsement. Get a bag. Just trust me. If you're a coffee drinker, you're going to want that. MTPew.com. That is MTPEW.com. Land of bearded grizzly ammunition. You've got pistol rounds, you've got rifle rounds, you've got range brass that's been refilled, and then you've also got newly manufactured various calibers available: 9mm, 40 Smith & Wesson, 5.56, 223, etc. And finally, BrickMuseum.com in Bellaire, Ohio. Yes, they're sponsoring us as well. Huge Lego museum. It looks like it's a large house has been converted into nothing but Legos. Legos and Lego paraphernalia. I imagine that you could have quite a bit of fun in there, by the way, if you were allowed to disassemble the pieces. Maybe I'll make something for them. Yeah, maybe I'll get some Legos. I'll get some vintage Legos, and I'll make a cool set with a lot of cannons or something like that. I really need to visit them. It sounds like a hilarious time. Anyways, well, which story was I actually on? I think I was on this one. Biden's political position is rapidly deteriorating as critical news conference looms. Yes, this is by the way, CNN. Stephanopoulos has abandoned him. Nate Silver has abandoned him. CNN seemingly has abandoned him. Joe Biden doesn't really have a lot of political allies at the moment outside of D.C. That's becoming a big problem for him. A staggering 24 hours that cracked the political foundation of Joe Biden's re-election bid leave him facing the most high-pressure presidential news conference in modern history on Thursday. Oh, goody, it's today. I'm going to be watching that one. Rewatching the bait as well. The stakes for Biden's solo appearance at the conclusion of the NATO summit multiplied by the hour as his political position unraveled at a dignity-sapping rate. Can I just argue sympathy for the devil here? I'm not a fan of propaganda. This is a propaganda article. When you're reading through this, there's nothing neutral about it in any way, shape, or form. I'm not a Biden fan. I'm not going to vote for him. I'm going to be voting for Donald Trump quite clearly. I think I've made that fairly clear. There is nothing here that is actually, other than, look at it. The rebellion within the Democratic Party, joined by just a small minority of congressional Democrats, but appearing to run deeper, reflects the fear now surging through Capitol Hill that ex-President Donald Trump could conjure a GOP landslide, as he's doing sorcery now, that sweeps conservatives to a monopoly on power in Congress, the White House, and the Supreme Court. By the way, I'm getting a call from a private number. Just a sec. Hello. My apologies. I don't speak Dutch. Yes, I am. Mm-hmm. No, she's currently out on the town. Yes. Do you have her number by any chance? Yeah, I'm actually on a live stream before like 3,000 people at the moment. So it might be better. Just try to call her back if you can. That would probably be better. She can answer the questions better than I can. Yes, my apologies. Okay, thank you. Bye. Right. That was a little bit odd now, wasn't it? Again, I do the bloody best that I can. Chad Layton, here's a short bit of coffee, short bit for coffee or tea. Thank you very much. I could use a coffee right now. Alan Smithy, where sponsors Bonehead and Sigil? Yeah, they haven't shown up yet. And they must still be asleep. Bonehead's resting in his grave, I suppose, at the moment. And Sigil has just knocked himself out with booze, maybe. Chris Smith, kangaroo is great, just very rich. Yeah, it's a great meat. Blaine Cole, Sticks, who is the weak man of Asia? I don't know, actually. Maybe Cambodia, but they lost 40% of their population only a few decades ago. So don't criticize them too much. Fallen Hero, this super chat converts to 323 yen. Thank you. OMG Puppies, that HHS goat milk soap is excellent. Agreed. Heritage Heirloom makes excellent soap. You should definitely get a couple of bars of it. It has good lather and everything else. Smells amazing. Thomas Steen, you ever watch H.A. Goodman anymore? I like the dude, but he kind of lost the plot and has wild predictions. I don't always agree with him, but I do still like him, yes. And I do still watch him occasionally. Jake Martin, earmarked for vintage Lego fun. Oh, excellent. They're kind of expensive, but, you know. I would really like to get the Armada flagship again. I really liked that one. From the Spanish Conquistador sort of Legos. That one was really great. But what I really want is the Pirate Galleon. I really want like the real big pirate ship Lego set. I never got that when I was a kid. I had a couple of Armada flagships. I had a Viking ship. I had the Fire ship and a couple of others, and I really liked them all. But the one that I really, really, really wanted was almost unobtainable, and also very expensive at the time. It's probably twice as expensive now. Let's see. Spire Eternal, my cucumbers are pale green and white. They have plenty of sun and water, so where did I go wrong? Clank. Give them nettle water, if you can obtain it. A little bit of azomite. Azomite, trust me, it works really well with cucumbers. They fucking love that shit. You wouldn't believe the cucumbers and the peas back in Rutland. Oh, my God. We're talking... I'm not going to be able to keep up with them all, and I only planted 12 cucumber plants. Give them some azomite, and then give them just any generic fertilizer. Any 3-in-1. Cam, if we're just ranting today, I'm tired of cowards and cucks, Republicans, commies and degenerates, Democrats, utopian delusion and short-sighted anarchists, libertarians, useful idiots all. Yeah, they all basically are right. They are a bunch of idiots. Most people in politics are. I mean, you have to be an idiot to actually join into politics anyway. Certain death. Haha, you went all British when saying you don't speak Dutch. Yeah, I like to be formal on the phone. I find it hilarious. So yeah, Biden is deteriorating rapidly. But this CNN article is, I mean, I can't feel sympathy for Joe Biden. But if I had to feel sympathy for him, I would say the latest slew of articles that are being made about him are so lopsided. The language is so unfair towards him. Nothing less than Biden's hopes of a second term will be on the line at the news conference exactly 2 weeks after his incoherent and dazed debate performance. I mean, I agree with you, but I mean, your legacy media, aren't you supposed to be kind of, middle ground? Apparently not. The concerns from lawmakers are so significant because they're listening to voters, reading polling data in their states and concluding Biden not only can't win, I agree with you, but as Colorado Senator Michael Bennet said on CNN Tuesday, could hand Trump a landslide he could use to implement his authoritarian agenda. Basically, this is like a Jimmy Dore article. Hey, Democrats, wise up. You're handing him a victory, and we must not let him win at any cost. Orange man, bad. Good luck trying to stop him. I'm going Hillary mode. Maybe I'm going to die next, Aussie's robots. Michigan governor just signed a bill that you can't investigate election fraud, and other steel measures have been put in place elsewhere. Where's the GOP? Completely absent because they're Republicans. Bunch of fucking cucks. Dan Malone, 53, National Network of Fusion Centers under the DHS controlling our elections. I wonder what could go wrong. What could go wrong, Biden? Yeah, it's wonderful, isn't it? Wartooth 88, what will Joe's auto bio be like after his term? You think that he can write an autobiography? There will be biographies about him, but I don't think he's going to be writing them. Matthew Hammond. People say raw milk is great, but in the U.S. had outbreaks of tuberculosis, Q fever, diphtheria, streptococcal infections, and typhoid because of it. What has changed from now and before pasteurization? Yeah, I mean, I do like my milk pasteurized. I see no problem with this. It doesn't affect the nutritional profile or anything like that. But I do think that raw milk should be available. I don't think it's the devil or anything like that. And I don't think, generally speaking, you're not going to get sick from it. We'll talk about that in a second, actually. Dozens were sickened with salmonella after drinking raw milk from a California farm. Well, it's California, so, their safety standards might not be up to par. As of February, at least 165 people were sickened with salmonella infections tied to products from Raw Farm of Fresno, California. I could tell you some stories about Fresno. I have a feeling that there's some safety concerns there. According to the records, it is the largest reported salmonella outbreak linked to raw milk in the U.S. in the past decade, according to health officials. Here's the problem. You're trying to blame raw milk for giving people this particular sickness, and it seems that it did. Are you going to also comparatively cover salad, eggs, pasteurized milk in some cases, cheese products, beef, pork, chicken, literally everything else under the sun? You can get salmonella, you can get food poisoning from pretty much anything, and most people that get it will be perfectly fine. Can be a dangerous infection for some people if you have like an organ transplant or something like that. Generally speaking, it'll be fine. The disclosure of the outbreak size comes as health officials warn the public to avoid unpasteurized milk due to a bird flu virus circulating in U.S. dairy cows. The bird flu, known as type A H5N1, has been detected in more than 140 U.S. dairy herds. They haven't destroyed them, by the way. There's a reason for that. It's because they're not really worried. And federal health officials say the virus has been detected in high levels in raw milk. I think that I'm going to get some raw milk the second that I get back to the United States, actually. I'm going to do it just for shits and giggles. If I get salmonella or H5N1, who cares? It's not going to do anything to me. My immune system munches things up and spits them out real easy. So I'm not terribly worried about it. Moniz D. Hi, Sticks. Did you know a bipartisan group of senators are pushing for Hawaii to be included in NATO's collective defense treaty as if there isn't a Navy presence? Well, yeah, but it should be part of it. It's a U.S. state. I actually believe in that. Muddy Drip. The ATF is caught by Congressman Andrew Clyde of Georgia holding on to and digitizing the records of gun owners, a violation of the Firearms Owner Protection Act. 900 million records in the registry. I don't give a fuck if they know that I own a gun. I mean, because I own several of them, what are they going to do about it? I own guns. Honestly, that's the least of my concerns with regards to anti-gunnery. I just wish that I could have a 50-round drum in the state of Vermont. That's all I'm asking for. 50-round drums, and I shouldn't have to register the suppressor so that I can, maintain my hearing when I go plinking. Certain death. Some of the people I know that are on the left have moved on from defending Biden's stutter to making jokes about his broken brain. The media change is apparent even on this side of the water. I have seen the difference, and it's a pretty big one. Swamp Donkey. Have you seen the Jordan Peterson and Michaela Peterson meltdown over Nick Fuentes? It's amazing to watch. Also, thoughts on Trump distancing himself from Project 25. I haven't really seen much about the Peterson-Fuentes stuff other than the original Twitter post. And I would say I'm Team Fuentes on that because Peterson seems to have a stick up his ass about everyone these days. So I don't know what the fuck is going on with him. And he still pretends that he eats nothing but steak. I'm going to eat a steak later, but I'm going to have a salad on the side, dude. You and your daughter, you don't just eat meat. Trust me. That's just a con. I would be Team Fuentes. I don't want him censored. I want him to be able to speak. I have no problem with the groypers. I do have a problem with certain groypers, but I don't have any problem with Nick Fuentes. I've talked to him multiple times. We had 2 debates, actually. We debated over religion and we debated over politics. Jordan Peterson seems to be a stuck-up prick, actually. He wouldn't debate anyone. Suspicious scissors. If Trump wins, why not President Harris for 2 months? Pension SS protecting speaking fees, etc. I don't know exactly what you mean. My apologies. By the way, there's a shit ton of flies over here. They're probably telling me that the devil is nearby or something. Oh, wait. Never mind. Ahoy Stick, says Ozzy's Robots. My museum has vintage tin pirate ships for superior to Lego plastic. How about a shout out for the BellotaCollection.com? P.S. I DM'd you on X. Yes, I wore your shirt the other day. The Bellotta collection looks pretty great. I got to get there too. Sometimes I'll make sure to get to your museum as well. Should get some more sci-fi stuff. Christian Garabedian, Sticks, I'm hearing China's banks are going under, and with their issues that were caused by the one-child policy, we will see a Chinese collapse like in the not-so-distant past. Thoughts? I think that you will, yeah. God, I wish I could crush these flies. I need to get a fly trap. Sparky, greetings, fearless leader. Greetings to you as well. And then they're all over the webcam. Like, they're literally just sitting there looking at me. It's like they're watching the video too. Jesus H. fucking Christ. Anyway, Rachel Maddow got sued, for like $30 million or something. Nobody cares, though. That lawsuit will be successful, by the way. It will definitely be settled out. Bird flu response in Michigan sparks COVID-era worry on farms. Yeah, they don't want their stocks destroyed. They don't want their livelihood destroyed. Almost. I think I injured it, though. My apologies. I don't really like to injure insects. I'd rather just kill them outright. I mean, they're everywhere. There were almost none 2 days ago. All of a sudden, a swarm of flies shows up. There's no trash around here. There's nothing for them to eat. The counter's completely clean. I don't know. I don't know what they're eating. There's no trash or anything like that. No, to Mrs. Tag, I take out the trash every day, actually. I keep it very clean as much as I can. Sometimes when you've got a toddler, you get a little bit of a mess going on. But no, there's no food or anything. There's literally nothing for them to eat. Unless they like an energy drink. I don't think that they like energy drinks. I think that'd probably kill them. Let's try this again. Nope. Missed. Did you buy bananas? There are bananas, but they're not anywhere close to rotten. They're also not out in the open for the flies to get. I don't know what the fuck is happening. Anyways, please send no more super chats. I'll get through the last few, and then I got to listen to Richelieu, apparently. I think I'll keep over the tiny saunas help frogs fight off chytrid fungus. I'll keep that over till tomorrow. And bird flu in Michigan. I might as well recover that one because, I can only gloss it over. Blind Boy Gaming. Hi, Sticks. Is Peter Welch related to the Welch juice brand like Peter Meiser's ties to the Meiser Company? Come on, man. A shout out, man. Shout out to Blind Boy Gaming. I do not believe that he is. That would mean that he had ties to something positive. He clearly doesn't. Ozzy's Robots, I'll fly you down and you can stay in our ocean home. That sounds fucking hilarious. Accepted. Oh, come on. Wait. You get away from the webcam. Nobody wants to see you, dude. Me least of all. David Coombs, did you see what AOC did to SCOTUS? No, I didn't, actually. Probably rambled about them. Why are you guys trying to mate on my webcam? What the hell is your problem? Apparently, this is now a sexual video. There is an orgy going on, I think. It's sort of like a weird three-way right on top of the webcam. Sparky, are they bottle flies? Maybe there's a corpse around somewhere. No, it's just regular house flies. David Coombs, learn this. Clap above a fly and you'll get it. Yeah, the problem is that I can't really do that next to the webcam. Otherwise, people will be deafened. So it's easier to do the ping yow thing. Sometimes you can do it. Am I? Oh, I got him. No, you're not going anywhere, dude. Bye. Ha ha. I just killed somebody on camera. This is an insect, so it's, it's legal. Pepe Payne, I find it funny that the West media tells us to hate all non-West countries, the same media that lies to us daily. If they were that weak, all our manufacturing wouldn't be there. Things to think about. Yeah, no, they've sold us out. They've sold us downriver to China, mainly, more than anything else. I think I just successfully ping out another one. Maud Div, she wants to impeach Alito and Thomas for taking money. Yeah, fuck AOC. Nobody cares about her. Nobody, even the Democrats don't take her seriously. Anyways, I think I'm going to go offline. This rant was a little bit off the chain, but I'm surrounded by flies. I'm doing the best that I can, but I need to go get fly traps or something like that. I can't even fucking focus. It's just too fucking much. Maybe I can kill this one too. Well, you've got to land first. No, I can't get that one. Sparky, how about Modi visiting Putin? Told you that India was on the side of Russia and BRICS, but you said I was mad, a danger to myself and others. No, I think that India is very wisely doing the Turkey shuffle and going back and forth. Get away from my webcam, please. And straddling the line. Yeah, I literally can't even fucking focus right now. And by the way, to Lemon Curd, it wasn't actually Ronald Reagan that did that. It actually dates to the 1970s, long before Ronald Reagan was president. That was when, yeah, it was Nixon, actually, technically, that sold the U.S. downriver to China. Later on, it gets worse, but technically speaking, it was Richard Nixon, supposedly the huge anti-commie that a lot of people on the right, by the way, they worship. They think that he's some great guy because he got persecuted, and he did to an extent. He was trying to hunt down, actual commies, basically. That being said, doesn't make him some great guy. It doesn't mean that he was a good dude. He sold the nation downriver to the Chinese. So, yeah, I'm going to try to deal with these fucking flies. I'm going to put up a couple of fly traps or something, I guess. And, yeah. I'll go live tomorrow. Again, it's Friday, so we will do our normal news tomorrow as well. I thank you all for tuning in to the nearly 5,000 people who tuned in live. Shit, there's almost 2,000 just on Rumble alone. It's pretty great. But, God, we've got some fucking logistic issues here. This fucking... Yeah. Oh, I got it. I just pinged it across the room. That was great. But yeah, I'm going to go offline and I'll try to have a better one tomorrow. That's about all. Peace out.